Hey, thanks for joining us for Weekly Word, and I do hope that this has been helpful to you each Monday as you've watched this and you're facing the week. Remember to stay tuned, that we'll have a worship song at the end that we as well hope will minister to you and encourage you in your life. Maybe you've got a coworker, a friend you might want to share this with. We just want to try to speak in words of encouragement into people's lives. You know, God uses so many different things to do a work in our lives and to build our faith and to make us stronger. Remember the story back in 1 Samuel chapter 17 where David, who is a young shepherd boy, goes to bring lunch and supplies to his brothers that are on the battlefield. And they are staring down a giant by the name of Goliath, who is out in the middle of the field taunting the armies of Israel and challenging them, somebody to come out and fight him. Well, of course, all the army of Israel, including King Saul, who was a pretty good-sized guy himself, were all fearful because they knew that Goliath was the world heavyweight champion. But David comes up and he hears Goliath taunting, and he says in this incredible boldness and faith, he says, "What does the man get who kills this guy?" Well, when his brothers hear that, they are just furious with him and tell him to shut up and get out of here. You're just a little kid. But the word of David's confidence somehow gets to Saul, and Saul meets with this young shepherd boy, and David tells him in 1 Samuel chapter 17 his resume. He says to him, "Your servant has been keeping his father's sheep." He says, man, my resume consists of, I keep my dad's sheep. I take care of them. But then he tells them about how God had delivered him. And he says to him this, he says, "When a lion came to carry away a sheep, I went after him. When a bear came, I went after him. And I took him and I seized him and I killed him. And I know that the same God who delivered me out of the hand of the lion and the bear will deliver me from this Philistine." David knew that God had strengthened him in the skin of a lion, in a skin of a bear. And it was those experiences that gave him the faith and confidence to face Goliath, to face a giant. You know, God uses all kinds of things in your life. And He might be doing that right now as you're going through that experience that seems to be so difficult and so challenging. But God has the power and ability to use that to strengthen your faith, to strengthen my faith, to make us stronger to face whatever it may be that's coming down the path to us. Whatever we may be facing today, remember what God has done in the past and trust in Him. What a wonderful way to live like David lived, with such boldness and faith that God would deliver him. God shows up. God strengthens you in all different ways, in all different forms. Look to Him and trust in Him that He might deliver you today. Have a great week, and may God bless you.
Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for You, oh, we live for You. Jesus, a name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. You are worthy, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for You, oh, we live for You. Holy, there is no one like You. There is none beside You. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who You are and fill me with Your heart and lead me in Your your love to those around me. Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of every praise we could ever bring. You are worthy, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you, oh, we live for you. Holy, there is no one like you, there is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder, show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation, and I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. Holy, there is no one like you, there is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder, show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I'll never be shaken.